So I'm curious, as you were in this extraordinary long, intense period of time, were you experiencing this turning towards how important the spiritual part of your life was in the mix of all of that intensity? Or did that happen after you had some distance between that intense experience and then coming to the realization? I'm curious if those seeds were being watered as you went along, or they had to lie dormant because you couldn't afford to have them blossom at that time.
Uh, that's a great question, and I think that I would say it's 2 parts.
Okay.
I think the seeds were planted, yes, and I think there was some water there. I think most of it happened after, but I would say that, you know, w I'm not into politics, but philosophically, war is this political thing, right? And I think I
Sure.
started to see that and the
Hmm.
truth of war. I started to see the humanistic aspect of my oneness with this person that I was trying to kill,
Right.
um, or capture. And so I realized that they were just living their life just like I was. They were trying to take care of their family and their tribe just like I was. And neither one of us was really in control of why we were there and what we were doing.
Right.
And neither were the civilians or the citizens that were innocent on either side, on the middle, in the middle of either side. And so I think that I increasingly saw the human toll that it took on the enemy, quote unquote enemy. On I saw the human toll that it took on ourselves, like my brothers and sisters in arms, and that this machine was grinding us up for, very little purpose. I think that led me down a path that opened my mind and caused me to think more critically and see the this humanistic oneness of all things. So I think that's where the seeds were kind of planted.
Right.
And and I think also being dedicated to a cause, whether you're a soldier, professional athlete, or an artist completely dedicated to your craft. When you're completely dedicated to something, I
Right.
think there's something very spiritual about that. So
Yes,
I
I
was
agree.
completely dedicated to my job. Yeah. So I would that's kind of my answer to that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much in what you just said.